My best friend convinced my entire college to expel me for cheating, and I just found out why. Senior year, I was valedictorian with a 4.0 GPA and a full ride to Johns Hopkins Med School. My roommate Jake and I had been inseparable since freshman year. We studied together every night in our cramped dorm room, shared textbooks, covered for each other during rough patches with professors. He was struggling academically, but I'd always help him through organic chemistry and physics, sometimes staying up until 3 a.m. explaining concepts. 2 weeks before graduation, I got called into the dean's office. The mahogany furniture and diplomas on the walls suddenly felt intimidating instead of inspiring. They had evidence I'd been running a massive cheating operation for 3 years. Screenshots of group chats where I was apparently coordinating answer sales to dozens of students. Bank deposits that perfectly matched major exam dates down to the hour. Testimony from a dozen students claiming I sold them test answers for hundreds of dollars each. The evidence was overwhelming and disturbingly detailed. They had my Venmo transactions, my class schedule cross-referenced with test dates, even audio recordings of students describing exactly how I supposedly operated my cheating ring. I sat there speechless as they laid out folder after folder of documentation. My academic advisor, Professor Martinez, who'd mentored me for 4 years, couldn't even look at me. I was expelled immediately. Lost my scholarship, my med school acceptance, my entire future obliterated in one devastating meeting. My parents drove 8 hours from our small hometown, my mom crying the entire way. My dad, who'd worked double shifts at the factory to support my dream of becoming a doctor, just sat in the parking lot staring at the campus buildings. Jake was incredibly supportive through everything. He helped me pack my dorm room while other students whispered and stared. He drove me to every appeal meeting, even offered to testify as a character witness about my integrity. He kept saying he couldn't understand how anyone could believe I'd do this, that everyone in our program knew I was the most honest, hardworking person there. I moved back home to my childhood bedroom and worked retail at Target for 4 years, too broken and humiliated to even attempt community college. Every job application asked about my educational background. Every interview ended the same awkward way once they learned I was expelled from a prestigious university for academic dishonesty. My high school friends gradually stopped inviting me to reunions and gatherings. My extended family whispered at holiday dinners. The former hometown golden boy had fallen spectacularly hard. Last month, Jake drunk called me at 2 a.m. from what sounded like a crowded bar. He'd never contacted me since graduation. Started rambling about his surgical residency stress, his upcoming wedding to Sarah, then suddenly broke down crying. He kept saying he felt so guilty, that he never meant for it to go so far, that he was sorry for what happened to me back in college. Through his slurred, emotional confession, the devastating truth came out piece by piece. He'd been selling test answers since sophomore year to pay for a severe gambling addiction that had spiraled out of control. When the administration started investigating unusual grade patterns in our classes, he panicked completely. He systematically framed me using fake screenshots, doctored bank statements, and bribing desperate, failing students with free answers to testify against me in official hearings. He picked me because I was his roommate, had constant access to my laptop, knew all my passwords, could manipulate my accounts, and create elaborate false digital trails over months. The brilliant part? He used my perfect GPA and academic reputation as proof that I was smart and organized enough to mastermind such a sophisticated cheating operation. Who else could have coordinated something so complex? While I was working retail and living with crushing shame, he graduated summa cum laude using my study guides and detailed notes for every class. He's now Dr. Jake Wilson, successful pediatric surgeon at Children's Hospital, married to Sarah, my ex-girlfriend from sophomore year who dumped me immediately after the expulsion scandal. But here's what he doesn't know about that drunken confession. I'd answered the phone on speaker while sitting in my car, and my dash cam had been recording our entire 40-minute conversation. His medical license review board meeting is scheduled for next week. I wonder if they'll find my crystal clear audio recording interesting.